What's good, YouTube? It's your favorite professor, Professor Kai, and welcome back to Shooters Academy. School is now in session. If you're new to the channel and missed last class, the link to the last episode will be in a card above, so if you missed it, go catch up. But back to the hell what Shooters Academy is. Shooters Academy is a new series on the channel designed to give you all the tips and tricks to become better shooters in NBA 2K23. We will study everything that encompasses the art of shooting on NBA 2K23, from jump shots all the way to what badges you use. I'll cover many topics to help you raise that shooting percentage and shoot lights out every time you hop on 2K. If you want to lean in green and become the Steph of your team, grab your mental pen and paper and let's lock in. All right, man, before we get into today's episode, real quick, I just want to say thank y'all for all the love and support, man. All the new subscribers that's been coming to the channel. This is our last video of 2022 and I had to drop a Shooters Academy video for y'all. I just want to thank y'all for all the blessings and love. In 2022, it was a great and phenomenal year, but 2023 is going to be even better. So I'm ready for the ride, man. I'm ready to see what 2023 has in store, but let's go ahead and get into today's lesson. All right, class, today's lesson is on badges. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that all the badges I use are the best badges, because this is all subjective and I don't do testing or anything of that sort on badges to give you concrete numbers and data. But I can tell you that these have been the badges that have been working well for me, and I shoot pretty well, so the badges are helping with that. So I'll show you what badges I run and why, and if you have any sort of doubts on why I can teach you to be better shooters on 2K, I'll just go and show y'all my stats real quick. I don't think I'm the best shooter on 2K, but I do think I shoot pretty well. So here are my stats, man. I haven't been on that much lately in the last few days and weeks, but my 3-point percentage is at a 60%. Win percentage is something to be desired because playing with randoms and all that jazz. But whenever I hop on 2K, I'm still shooting lights out either way. I just haven't played that many games this season so far. My shooting percentage still is very good. Field goal percentage is good. This build is my rebirth build. That's why it's an 84 overall. I haven't really put any money into this build yet, but I've just been leveling up with VC I've been earning by playing a few games. So moving on, let's go ahead and hop into the badges, man. These are the badges that I run. I will show you guys my rec loadout and I will show you my park loadout. Now, I do run Claymore on silver. We can see the description. It increases the ability to knock down perimeter shots when spotting up patiently. You're doing a lot of waiting on the rec, so you know what I'm saying, especially if you're not somebody who's the primary ball handler. So Claymore is a nice badge to run because I'm gonna be waiting on the pass. I'm gonna be trying to cut, get open, waiting for somebody to set me a screen. So Claymore is a nice badge to have if I'm just spotting up and waiting. Now, volume shooter, I like to run this badge because I think it's really helpful in terms of getting me going. It's just like warming up in real life. You take some shots and you get yourself going. You can see after we've taken a small handful of shots, we get additional boost to our shot attributes for every subsequent shot, whether it's a make or miss. So we're going to be getting boost to our shooting attributes regardless of whether we're making or not. So this is just a badge that I think is good at helping us warm up, and it gives us boost to our shooting. So I think this is a good badge to run, and I'm running it on Hall of Fame. So I think it's definitely a nice badge to have. A lot of people may not run it, but I think it's a useful badge to have. In tier 2, I'm running Bronze Agent 3. That's what I can get it at right now. My 3-point attribute isn't that high and I'm shooting very well. I think my 3-point is like an 82 or an 85. I'll check after I show y'all the badges, but it's not super high. Like, it's not in 90s or anything crazy like that. So we are shooting a lot. I'm also running Green Machine. We got to run the Green Machine on gold, man. Anytime I make a shot, like, Green Machine is probably activating. Like, this is a very good badge. It's one of the best shooting badges you could run, and it activates a lot. So I definitely think Green Machine is a good badge to have. And then last but not least, man, I am running Deadeye on silver. Now, I could run Limitless Range. There's no point in running Catch and Shoot because you have Claymore if we're spotting up, so they basically kind of do the same thing almost. But I don't run Blinders, and I think Deadeye is a good badge to run because especially if people's gonna be closing out, we receive less of a penalty from those closeouts by running Deadeye. So a lot of jump shots that I shoot that are heavily contested, I can still knock those down and green them if I time it right with Deadeye. I don't think there's a point in me running Limitless Range because I have that as my takeover. So it's already good enough on the takeover, so there's no point in wasting it. I could use it on a different badge. Now moving on to my park loadout. Now this is what I run for park, is pretty much a similar loadout, but instead of Claymore, I run Space Creator because I am playing 2s a lot. I'll play 2s or 3s, but Space Creator, I'm dribbling more in the park versus in the wreck. So obviously Space Creator helps me get open a little more in terms of creating my own jump shot. So these are the badges that I like to run. Everything else is the same. This is what has been working for me, and these badges have not failed me yet. Now I can start testing out some different things. I think they've made some tweaks to slippery off ball, and that's supposedly supposed to be a little bit better. I was running comeback kid at first, but I took it off and switched up my loadout. This is what I currently use. So let me know what shooting badges y'all use down in the comment section. Of course, y'all can test out these badges that I use and see if it works for you. But again, like I said, all the badges are subjective, man. If you got badges that you're running that works for you, cool. If what you're running hasn't been working, then you can try some of these out and see if it works. But ultimately, you want to run what works best for you. I got to show y'all my shooting attribute just to see what it was at. So my 3-pointer is only at an 82 on this build. It maxes out at an 85, but I still have been shooting lights out with this build at an 82 3-ball, and this is an 84 overall build. So run what works for you and make sure you are trying out different badges to see what works and what doesn't work. That'll conclude today's class, man. Hope you all were taking notes, got some useful information out of this video. Make sure you do your homework, check back in. I will see y'all in the next one.